My name is Jack Hanney, and welcome to this week's edition of The Insider. The Consumer Price Index inflation numbers have come out, and they have dropped to 3.5%. It is the single biggest drop since April of 2020, and now inflation is reading at 3.5%. Now, many economists are saying that this is due to this administration tapping into our strategic oil reserves to lower gas prices, that the war in Iran and the Strait of Hormuz, the escalation of what is going on there has not in any way been alleviated, but that is due to tapping into our strategic oil reserves that has lowered gas prices, that has brought inflation down to 3.5%. Now, Kevin Warsh recently testified in front of Congress that the Fed will not be comfortable with persistent inflation above 2%. That has economists concerned that the Feds could be looking to raise rates here in 2026. Bank of America even forecasted that the Feds could raise rates 3 times in 2026. But I have to ask you this. The Congressional Budget Office came out this week. The interest payment on our debt right now, the interest payment, just the interest payment on our debt is $24 billion a week. So if we have a $24 billion interest payment per week, regardless of what the labor market is stating, can the Feds really raise rates? So that brings us to why Goldman Sachs is forecasting gold at $4,900 an ounce by year's end. Why State Street says gold is going to $6,000 an ounce and then on to $7,000 an ounce in 2027. Why Eric Sprott is forecasting gold to hit $10,000 an ounce in the next 3 to 5 years. Now, gold is up 20% in just the past year. It is up 123% since 2022. So in the last 4 years, that's about a 25% gain each of these past years for the past 4 years. Silver, on the other hand, is up 100% in the last 12 months. So when you see gold at $4,000 or $4,100 an ounce, when you see silver at $60 an ounce, it is a screaming buy. This is the single best buying opportunity that we have seen in gold and silver in 2026. It's in the summer months that are the single best buying opportunities for gold and silver. You want to buy gold and silver when gold and silver is boring. Again, the interest payment on our debt alone is $24 billion per week. The only reason inflation's down at 3.5% is because we've not only tapped into, but we are literally draining our strategic oil reserves right now to bring down gas prices as this war with Iran continues on now into its 5th month. I am not a certified financial investment advisor, nor do I give tax advice. You can visit us at www.patriotgoldgroup.com or call 1-888-488-5190. Again, that's www.patriotgoldgroup.com or call 1-888-488-5190. Getting into gold at $4,100 an ounce and silver at $60 an ounce when gold was at $5,600 an ounce and silver was over $100 an ounce in January. It is the single best buying opportunity in 2026. I look forward to speaking with you next week on an episode of The Insider.